Hey everyone, it's 10 Types, and today I got a really cool deck for everyone, and this is Regigigas and the Regis, and so it pretty much uses Regigigas, which accelerates energy if you have all of the Regis in play, which is your whole bench. It's really fun. I imagine a lot of you have played it, and also I have some really cool news that I think some of you have seen, and that's that I think I've hit 100 subscribers at this point. And this should be going up on Thanksgiving, so for those of you who celebrate it, honestly, what I'm thankful for is all of you out there for making this all possible and supporting me. So that's really cool. But you don't really care about that. You care about the deck, and this deck's really cool. It uses, as I said, Regigigas accelerates energy to the different Regis. Regidrago can draw cards, which is cool. Regirock can hit fighting weakness. Regieleki, this one hits lightning weakness, so stuff like Lugia and Palkia, that's really good. And actually, I'm going to mess with the deck list a little here. It's probably not the time to do it, but I'm going to add another Choice Belt, drop that Trekking Shoes. So you need Choice Belt to hit weakness with Regieleki, and then you can one-shot Lugia and Palkia. Otherwise, if you don't have Choice Belt, you won't one-shot them. So that's one thing to note. Registeel is not that useful. Regis can stop Vs from attacking next turn, which is kind of cool. And we play one of this other Regieleki, which actually does snipe damage, so that's pretty cool. And not too much else to say here, except for the big unban of Gift Energy. This was banned for a lot of last format on PTCGO, so because of a glitch where I think it crashed the game. But it's a really good card for this deck, and honestly, now the Gift Energy is unbanned, this deck's kind of like overpowered, so maybe Gift Energy needs to be banned again, who knows. But comment down below whether you think it should be banned, and also remember, if you enjoy this video, to like it, and if you really enjoy my channel, remember to subscribe. I'll have content, should be 3 times a week. Hopefully I can stick to that. But let's hop into the first game. I have not been playing much PTCGO, actually. I'm barely up the rank ladder. I've been playing Marvel Snap, actually, which is a really fun game. I wish I posted a video on going over like basic stuff, but comment down below what you think of Marvel Snap, if you want to see me do more of that, or if you're not too interested in that. I'm considering starting another channel for Marvel Snap, as well as some other stuff I have, but I definitely want to keep up with the Pokemon stuff. We get to go first, which is kind of cool. We don't have an amazing hand here, but it's not the worst either. So let's see what we can do with this. And yeah, we have energies in our hand, so that's pretty cool. You need them in the discard to accelerate. We got Serena, the new supporter, which either gusts a V, or it also is able to draw some cards. So I'll assume Heavy Ball, grab a Reggie out of the prizes, or not. We didn't prize any, so that's fine. Let's see. We want to get rid of probably this Aurora Energy. And let's see what we want to do with this hand here. I'll get a Pokemon. Ooh, yeah, PTCGO is a little bit glitchy. It's not too bad, though. It's not as bad as live, which is fine. So we'll probably get Regidrago, so we can start, like, drawing cards. Although Regirock's really good, obviously, because it hits them for weakness and can one-shot them. So I'd like to get that up at some point. But I think I'll start with Regidrago. And I guess we can draw a card this turn, and they probably won't KO us, so that's nice. And, or I guess we can draw multiple cards. Regidrago has a really neat ability that says if it's in the active, you could, and you can only use one of this ability per turn, but you draw until you have 4 cards in hand. So I'll go ahead and do that. And Gift Energy, which says when we're KO'd, we draw until we have 7. So this hand's looking pretty solid. We got a bunch of energies, so we can start swinging, and we'll see what my opponent's going to go with. So they're going to also damage their own Pokemon with their deck. So we should be able to capitalize on that with some of our attackers, notably Regieleki, which can spread if they don't block us with Manaphy. They're going to drop an air balloon, so that's fine. They're Marning us, though. That's a bit annoying. Our hand's pretty solid, but honestly, it doesn't matter too much here. Hopefully, we draw into a hand with like a supporter. Yeah, this hand's perfectly fine. So they're going to Trekking Shoes. Ooh, they got a lot of shiny stuff here. Yeah, I don't quite have the money to afford that, but you know, it's fine. They're not max blinged anyway, so they're gonna go ahead and I don't know what they're gonna dig for this first turn. They can do 30 for free, which is fine, and they'll probably do that. They're gonna, I guess, Evo Instance for Gengar. Yeah, It's theoretically an attacker in this matchup, but it doesn't really one-shot stuff. But then they also have the ability to get damage on it when it's in the discard. They can just put it straight into play. And that's what they're going to go for. So yeah, they get rid of that Gengar and that Choice Belt. They don't need Choice Belt. We also don't really need Choice Belt this matchup. But yeah, they're going to go straight for that Manaphy, which is a fair play by them. And I feel like their hand's probably pretty good for the fact that they felt like they could just go for Manaphy there. That's one thing you want to pay attention to if your opponent has cards like Ultra Ball, which can get them pretty much anything to escape a bad hand. But then they choose to get something like Manaphy, it means their hand's probably fine. Also, I guess so they're going to Gengar so they can use Damage Pump and spread some damage around, which makes a lot of sense there. And now they can hit into us and one-shot us with Hisuian Zoroark V-Star. And they're just going to hit into us for 30 as well. And probably they could switch into the other Zoroark. It literally doesn't do anything. But we drew Regirock. That's kind of cool. And we don't have a lot of energy in discard yet, though. So I'm just going to go ahead and research, I think. Yeah, that's fine. And now we can go ahead. Ooh, this hand's not the strongest, but not too bad either. We can't attack with anything just yet. So I'll Trekking Shoes, see what we hit. We don't need that research. We hit another Quick Ball, though, and that's not what we want. I think we're going to just get rid of all these like Pokemon in our hand, which feels really bad, but I think that's the play we make here, unfortunately. Let's see, I'll start by... So we do need a Regigigas down, so I'll play that. And let's make sure I sequence right here. If I don't, that feels bad, but we should be okay. We can draw a bunch of cards with Dragon Sword. Maybe I missequenced a little, but it doesn't matter too much. And then we can go ahead and grab ourselves Registeel. Now we got all the boys in play. So we can either Dragon Sword and hope we hit like Aurora Energy. That seems bad. We haven't attached yet either, so I'll just thin with Quick Ball even more. And I'll go ahead looking for that Aurora Energy, which we don't miss. Yeah, we got Energy Loto. We hit it. Let's go. So now we can go ahead hit with Regidrago, and that's pretty nice, just getting some damage on the board. You can also path to the Peak, so now we can slow them down, and they might not be able to draw out of this hand. It depends what they have. And I guess it doesn't matter too much what I do here, but I'll attach this Aurora Energy, discard it, and accelerate the other Aurora Energy. Yeah, we need Grass, Fire, Colorless, and we have all those. So we're good to go now. We're not hitting too much damage, only 160. But, it's fine. We get the first hit in, and I feel completely fine with this. Unless they Sharon's Care, which will feel kind of bad. Sharon's Care will heal them off. But I don't think that's what they're going to do. Anyway, so they got that Zoroark with its Phantom Star ability, which is discard draw 7. But they can't use it because of Path to the Peak. And that might actually concede here if they don't have anything. We probably won't Marnie them if we can avoid it. It feels pretty bad. We still have our Serenas left in deck, so we could Gust up that Zoroark and KO it. And now my opponent's just kind of scrambling a little bit here. Unless they have a supporter, which I'm assuming they don't have. As I said, they were planning on using Zoroark. But Path is so good in this format. Lugia needs Pokemon with abilities that are multi-prize. And obviously Zoroark does, Hisuian Zoroark here. Hisuian Gudra V-Star often does, or Arceus V-Star, Regidrago V-Star does. But yeah, so they're just going to pass. We can Dragon's Horde, draw some cards. And we hit Marnie's, which we don't want to play. We can also accelerate energy. I guess I'll put... I don't really know if we want to accelerate energy. Actually, no, I know what we'll do. They can't remove weakness right now. So you can go ahead and actually retreat off all this energy. And you may be thinking, like, that seems really bad. But it's actually completely fine because we can accelerate that energy right back on. That's a cool little trick. I haven't played Regis in a while, so I forgot about that. But we can do that. And now with weakness, we hit 280. So I want to make sure they don't have, like, buffs to their health, but they don't. We don't need to choice about that. And then we get the KO, and we have Gift Energy and Active 2, which honestly will only draw us like a single card, but that's because our hand's so good. So even if they Marnie us, it's not too bad. Now they should send up Hisuian Zoroark V-Star here. They get the Air Balloon, so it's a nice pivot, but yeah, and they're down probably all their air balloons for the game, so that's something to note as well. But they're going to go... Do they have anything? It looks like they don't. They're taking their time, but I have a feeling they're thinking through the options because they're bad. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and concede there. Path to the Peak, we play 4 of it. I chose to add that 4th one in to my list, and now it's looking really good because now you can just lock your opponent up early on and hopefully get them stuck. And they could have gone for Pump Kaboot, and that might have been the right play. Obviously, that mana fee stops me from sniping the bench with Regielekis, and that's why they did it. And they didn't want their Gengar KO and stuff like that. But in the end, it just didn't save them. They should have gone for Pump Kaboot if they played that, or I'm not sure what the play was there. All I know is that it didn't work out for them because we were able to path them. So that's why if you're playing in Standard right now and you rely on these abilities, you probably want to play some... You really need some counters to path. Quite possibly Pumpkaboo, but Pumpkaboo is not the answer for every deck. And also, my opponent's taken quite some time here, which is annoying. They might be AFK, and they chose to go first. So that's fair. They don't have any basics, though. I'm trying to think what we want to do here. I think we start Regirock because then we can use Regigate turn 1, which searches for another basic, which is obviously another Regi. And then, yeah, let's see, what are they going with? Are they actually, is this actually Eternatus? Oh, they got Temple of Sinnoh. This is another reason why we have 4 path. I don't know exactly what their deck is, but Temple of Sinnoh will stop all of our energies from like doing anything, which is really bad, obviously. So we can definitely beat whatever they're going to throw at us. We have Regigigas to one-shot stuff. So we can deal with what they're throwing at us, but I don't know if it's going to be easy or not. Let's see, though. They're going to go and give us, I don't know, something, obviously. They give us an extra card, which feels really nice. And also part of the reason I didn't Regidrago, because we're seeing so many cards anyway. We're going to draw another card. We get Capture Energy. They're starting Crobat, so this could definitely be Eternatus. This could be a wide variety of decks, to be honest. And we're going to see what they're playing. We saw the Umbreon VMAX, which was interesting. And a bunch of Dark patches, as well as I said, that Temple of Sinnoh. They're going to attach Dark active, then they're going to concede. I don't really know what happened there. But apparently we won. Maybe their hand was really bad. Who knows? But, yeah. Ready is good. And that's all I can say about it. So comment down below, though, what you think of Regis. If you like the deck, if you haven't played the deck, I'd highly recommend you pick it up. It's pretty cheap. It's really fun as well. So, I mean, it's a bit inconsistent, as you saw. I was able to set it up, but it's not as consistent, like, at attacking turn 2 as most decks are, so that feels kind of bad. But we lose the coin flip again as well. Luckily, the coin flip isn't as important with Regis. You can theoretically attack turn 1, although you probably won't ever do that. But this hand's interesting. Interesting indeed. We can definitely start Regis here, I think. Starting Regigigas feels kind of weird. It's a bad attacker most of the time, and so if we get like all the Regis off turn 1, it's good. But like some decks play Battle VIP Pass, but we don't do that because it just feels kind of bad because you don't hit it. But we're against, it looks like a Zoroark single prize box deck. Ooh, interesting. They're playing Capture Energy. Oh, it's the yeah, that's the Gyarados deck, which is why they have the Gyarados deck box. So Magikarp has an attack. It says you do 30 for each Magikarp and Gyarados in your discard pile. Or it could be a control deck, but I don't think it's a control deck. We're going to go ahead and play Regigigas, and I think attach Gift Energy active. And research, oh wait, 2 Ordinary Rods, which feels kind of bad. But we can go ahead and get rid of, I guess, this Aurora Energy grab. Did we prize too many Regis? We prized, let's see, I'll get a steal. We prized 1 steal and 1 Eleki. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think that's it. We prized those, which isn't too bad. Like it definitely gets worse. You see games where you've prized like half your Regis or something, but luckily that's not this case. Gonna go ahead and get our Regidrago out now though, so we can hopefully draw some more cards if they mess with our hand. Regieleki is pretty good this matchup too, and you can also speed lightning to draw more with Regieleki. But I think what we did was fine. I don't know the ins and outs of this deck perfectly. It's not my favorite deck right now because of its inconsistency, but it's one of the best, especially because of this Gift Energy. Now, if they Marnie us, KO us, which a lot of decks like to do, oh, they're going to go ahead and mill us, it looks like. Yeah, so this is the control build. It just is going to discard cards from our deck. So this is annoying, but we can definitely get through it with Regieleki, and I'd say we're significantly favored in this matchup. They're going to research as well, and yeah, so they're playing control deck. Regigigas is notoriously bad against control decks. I'm going to go ahead and say that. Its damage output is relatively low, which makes it sometimes struggle. Like, we can't really KO this Gyarados super easily here. And then we also will struggle against... I'll just struggle if they are able to mill us, because we want to dig through a deck with stuff like research so we can see as many cards. Ooh, and they got Manaphy down. That's not good. So, yeah, this seems bad. This is probably our last game as well, and it might very well be a loss. How many heads do they flip? Oh my gosh, they just milled 8 cards from us. This is absurd. I think that was 8. I don't really know. But... oh, they got an Regieleki and an Ordinary Rod. Oof. Actually, the Ordinary Rod's not that important in this matchup. But what is important is... I don't know what's important. We're going to go ahead. Zisu's bad. We're going to go ahead and probably research this hand, which, as I said, feels bad because we're just running through a deck super fast. But we're going to go ahead and grab this. You can also... let's see, we're down. Are we down any switch cards? No, we're not. So I can go ahead, Ordinary Rod, back this Regieleki just to get more cards in deck. And Capture Energy on... I don't know what we Capture Energy on to. Probably... so we have the energy to accelerate to Regieleki. I'll Capture Energy on... I guess I'll do Regigigas. It doesn't matter too much, but we get out of this Regirock as well. So now we get the Regis in play. That's pretty cool, but we need a switch card. We have Scoop Up Net, though, so we're fine. Let's see. We're going to go ahead. Let's see. Yeah, this deck's a little weird to play, but I'll Scoop Up Net the Regis, send up this Regieleki, and now we should be good to go. We can Ancient Wisdom on this. We can probably do... Aurora Energy, yeah, those Aurora Energy, Speed Lightning Energy, Gift Energy. That'll allow us to attack, and we discard energy, but we can accelerate all the energy back again next turn. And obviously, we'll quote unquote hit the bench, but they got Manaphy with its Wave Veil ability that just stops us from hitting the bench. And we discarded decks as well from that Cursed Shovel when we KO'd them. So this is going to be an uphill battle. I don't think we're going to win this one. Just saying. How many Marnie? We're down 1 Marnie. I think we play 2. Oh, they're going to Fan of Waves us 2. They're going to do that Regieleki, though, so that's fine. Honestly, Fan of Waves, we'll take it. It puts the more cards back into our deck. Ooh, Boss's Orders. Maybe that's unfortunate. They're going to kill... guess off that Regis again. Come on. Okay, so yeah, Regis, we got so many liabilities. Most of our Pokemon can KO Gyarados here, which is really unfortunate. So I don't know if we can win this one. I guess I'll try to stick it out, but it's going to be really hard. So Wreck Havoc. I mill 2 more cards again. Did they mill an energy? Yeah, that's fine. So I can Energy Loto to see something else. Speed Lightning Energy is good here as it draws us more cards. But we're really digging into our deck a lot. It's what we have to do, really. But, okay, we got Marnie. So, I guess we Marnie. It feels bad, but it's the play we have to do just to dig more. And it replenishes our deck as well, so it's not the worst. We hit Escape Rope. Okay, that's good. We can go ahead and attack with whatever. It doesn't matter too much. I'll just Escape Rope. See what they send up. Hopefully they send up Manaphy, but that doesn't really make any sense. So I'll probably send up that Zorua if I had to guess. I'm not really sure. Magikarp, I'd be happy if they sent that up. They sent up Magikarp, yeah, so that's really cool for us. Now we can actually go ahead. We'll accelerate a few energies to the active. I guess this Speed Lightning, this Aurora, so we can definitely retreat out whatever they send up. And then we can, yes, send these onto the active. And next turn, if they guess something up, we can retreat out of it. Because we can just go ahead and use Static Shock, which does 40 with weakness, which is enough to KO Magikarp. So that feels okay, but as you see, we only have 14 cards left in deck. We're down all of our Ordinary Rods because of some unfortunate mills and discards. So, yeah, we're not in the best spot, but it could be worse as well. This game's certainly winnable, but, you know, we're going to struggle. They got really lucky that first time as well. They flipped like 4 heads or something absurd like that. So, yeah, let's see where they go from here. They're going to research. They're digging into their deck. I'm not sure what they're looking for. Something like Fan of Waves is kind of useless because we can just get the energy back pretty much all the time. But they're going to Ultra Ball, so that's interesting. I guess just getting another Gyarados. And as you see, they have plenty of cards left in deck as well. But yeah, this Gyarados control deck's pretty annoying, but it's actually pretty solid. Being able to just mill us a lot with Glimwood Tangle. But it's also very luck-based, so that's why I haven't really played the deck too much. Curse Shovel as well. Going to force us to discard 2 more cards. How many heads are they going to flip? Just 1. I assume they're not going to go for a reflip. But that still feels bad for us. They could also Avery us, which would be yeah, not good. But just going to go ahead... let's see, I'll attach this Twin Energy, I guess. I don't think it matters too much. So then we can go ahead and Terra Spark, and we're going to get walled off by that Manaphy again. But this matchup's just super brutal, as I've been saying. We mill another 2 cards. We're getting there, though. We only have 3 cards left. We also finally hit a path. I think this is the first path, and I guess last path we've hit all game. So this is theoretically useful, but they flipped heads on every single attack anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. As you can tell, though, this is not the matchup you want to face with Regis. They are one of the more counterable decks in the game. And yeah, they're taking full advantage of Gift Energy as well. It's such a good card, being able to discard these energies. They're going to Boss's Order us again. They're going to flip another head. It's going to mill some more. We need a switch here. That's not a switch. Oh boy. Let's bump that stadium, certainly. And I guess I think we've been playing this fine. But we're going to go ahead and grab some energies to throw onto this Regice. And I guess attack with it. It feels kind of bad because it's just not a particularly good attack. Just missing the KO feels so unfortunate. But that's what we have to do. Hopefully they flip tails, don't have the stadium bump. Who knows, though? You get another energy, Lucky Energy. What was a replacement for Gift Energy, but not a very good one. You only draw 1 card instead of drawing till 7. So honestly, it's pretty bad most of the time. They're gonna Escape Rope us. Obviously, we're sending up this Regieleki, which is pretty much the only viable attacker this matchup, and I'm surprised that they made that play. I feel like that wasn't great, but yeah, finally they fail an attack. Feels really good. Yeah, Serena, so you can draw more cards, which seems really bad, but we can go ahead, accelerate some Speed Lightning energies onto our Regieleki, and we get the KO, and we're actually pretty close here. I'm going to go ahead and do that again. You see, the Regi deck just kind of keeps doing what it does. That sense didn't make much sense. But yeah, they draw so much with Gift Energy. It feels so bad getting that KO. But we're very close. But as I said, if they have just a little more, they're going to win. So I hope they don't have another Curse Shovel. Oh, they do. That's the... Glimwood Tangle, Crushing Hammer. It's all falling apart here. I mean, I'm saying like that, like, it hasn't been bad before. But we're going down fast. They got plenty of Gyarados. They're low on Gyarados. Well, Misfortune Sisters. Oh, no. They're going to discard 3 items from our deck. Oh, we lost. Like, we can't win now. If they flip a single heads, yep, okay. GG's to my opponent. Uh-oh. That was bad. I think that's all the time I have for Regis today. Yeah, remember, if you enjoyed the video, like it. If you want more of this, subscribe. And as always, I'm excited to see you in the next video.